Hi, my name is Donna, and we're here at the beautiful Boonshoft Museum of Discovery in our Discovery Zoo with one of our animal ambassadors. We're here on the mid-mark stage with our friend, Sheila. Sheila is a beautiful blue-tongued skink, and she's pretty impressive. We're going to talk about her a little bit, and of course we're going to talk a little bit about her namesake, why she has that blue tongue. But before we do that, just a little bit about her. I want to mention that she is shedding right now, and these guys do shed about every 6 weeks. So as we talk about her, you may see some of those scales kind of just coming off. It's just dry skin basically, and as she continues to grow, she'll continue to have those sheds periodically, and the keepers work really well. We'll soak her and help her out a little bit to get some of that skin off. So she's used to it, and it doesn't bother her at all to be out today. In fact, she's probably appreciating a little bit of us helping her out with that today. Now, Sheila is about 5 years old, and she's the largest member of the skink family. They're native to Australia, and she has a very diverse diet in the wild. She could eat anything from insects to all kinds of fruit, even snails and other invertebrates. Occasional meat items are not out of the question. Here at Boonshoft, her favorite items are zucchini, believe it or not, grapes, berries, and egg, which she doesn't get a lot of. That's more of a special treat for her. But the keepers tell me that that's one of her favorite is actually hard-boiled egg. If you ever think of a potential pet, such as an animal like Sheila, if you happen to see a lizard or a snake at a pet store, you always want to do your research and make sure that those animals have no ties back to the wild. We don't want to remove wild species because that can actually affect their native populations. Make sure that those animals were raised right here in the care of people should you ever look for an exotic animal like Sheila. You want to do your research. We talk about that all the time. In fact, she loves to dig all the time, and we actually don't see her very much at all. So if you're looking for a pet that you want to interact with or one that you want to see a lot, this may not be the best pet for you because her comfort zone is underneath her bedding, her mulch or her shavings. Also, they do have a heat requirement as well. So you want to have a good heat lamp on there and a really nice big tank for her to be able to crawl around on. So not a really easy pet to have at home, but you definitely want to make that commitment to giving her all the things that she needs to thrive and for her to have her forever home. So Miss Sheila here is well adapted to life underground. In the wild, she actually uses those little stumpy legs to get through the ground, and remember, she's burrowing as well. So these scales that you see actually overlap, and that's a great adaptation for her to help keep her clean. And even the striping helps her to blend in with her environment to help her to have some camouflage from any would-be predators, like perhaps a bird of prey or any type of carnivore that might want to look at her as a potential meal. She does have a special adaptation even for her ears for digging underground. She has a little membrane on the side of her head, and that helps to keep all the dirt out of her ears as well. So living underground, you definitely want to have those features. Even being flat like this and squatty is just what she needs to be able to thrive in her environment. Now, that blue tongue is not only adorable, but it also helps her to protect herself in the wild. As she's flicking that tongue out, it actually may scare any would-be predators. If something approaches her, she's going to puff herself out, kind of hiss a little bit, flick out that tongue, and hopefully any predator looking at her might run away just because they're going to be a little bit scared. And she even can be mistaken for the adder snake that lives where she's from because of having a very similar head shape. And from a distance, it may actually look like an adder, and some other animals may just find that head shape alone enough to leave her alone and maybe look for another meal. We hope you enjoyed meeting Miss Sheila today. She's one of our adorable ambassadors. She's actually not on exhibit, but you may be lucky enough to catch her when the keepers bring her out for one of her presentations, just like this one, on our mid-mark stage. So come by and visit us soon, and we look forward to seeing you at the Boonshoft Museum. Thank you, everyone.